Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. This is a super simple experiment that anyone can do that proves the Earth is flat. New series. So, yay, this has been fun. Lots of trolls. I mean, serious trolling going on. That's a lot of fun. I always appreciate you guys and all the efforts you make at pretending to not see truth. So I'm going to give you a little bit of truth here. I have more of a directed beam, since so many of you pretended not to understand the laser. The point is that an angle of reflection of a light, any kind of light, doesn't matter whether it's a single beam of a laser or the multiple infinitely varied rays of sunlight, including frequencies, the angle of reflection equals the angle of incidence. I'm not going to mess around with the high angle sun, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go with this, and then I'm going to also bring it down to, I think, level. I don't know. That's about as close as, we could get. I could just ease it forward like that. And I wrinkled this up. It had some folds in it. It came folded, but I wrinkled it up just to make it more like, sea waves. It's a helium balloon. One of the first ideas I had, and I had gotten them at the same time. I just wanted to use the reflective stuff because anybody can have a 3x5 or a business card size flexible mirror on their person at all times and prove to someone that the Earth is flat when they see a picture like this in a movie or in a magazine or anywhere, artist, conception, perception, whatever, rendition, makes no difference. It proves that the Earth is flat because the only way sunlight can reach me, here's my person, legs, feet at the seashore. The only way that it can reach your feet at the seashore, your toes touching the water, the sunlight touching your toes, is if the Earth is flat. Okay? Enough said. Let's blow up our ball here and see that globe heads, globots, polywana cracker, globots. A globot is someone who believes in the globe, who is a globe head, but who is also, a mind-washed, brainwashed, mind-controlled zombie that cannot think for themselves. A globot, a robot. A robotically controlled person who is not really thinking with their own brain or seeing with their own eyes. So here we go. I'm going to try to get some sense into your heads. And by the way, the comments, I just wrote one just now that is just absolutely, utterly blows the globe out of the water on 3 different things. So read that. It's to, I don't know, I don't remember who it was. All right, here we go. All right. Got a minor glitch in the matrix. The pen wasn't quite inserted. I'm using a old-fashioned ballpoint pen as my blower. Okay, you can already see that the sun is starting to not make it across center. And I'm only up like less than half an inch. Get that off of there. All right. Ready for a wee bit more? Let's blow up the globe. I wish I had a silver globe like this. All right, a little bit more. You can see exactly what I was saying. Now, the light goes right through the fabric, the mylar, but on this side, other than the bluish color there, this is in complete and pitch darkness. Just putting my hand in front of that drastically, lights it up. Well, did last time. Okay, but you can see that the light is only reaching halfway. Okay, you're seeing light through the mylar. It only reaches up about right here, halfway. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it on up. I don't think you can get mylar balloons that are opaque. I'm going to bring this up so you can see anything at all. Okay, the only reflection is from immediately in front of the light, because that's the only place it can hit. From here this way, you can see my hand, the reflection off my hand, lighting it up. But from there, where you start seeing blue right there, right here in front of the light, visibly it's about 4 inches in front of the light, is dark, is in darkness. Can't see it. Okay. Now, yes, the sun is omnidirectional, but I can put this on flood, and it's not going to make a hill of beans difference. Okay, that's on wide angle. Okay, not going to make any difference. In fact, if you, okay, I'm glad I thought of that. Okay, so if you want to be technical, want to have a wide angle, more like the sun, directed beam, whatever, I can put that other one on directed beam. But this is a coast headlight that people whine and complain about me talking about my lights. Well, I wrote a comment on one of the videos. The losers that complain about me talking about headlights and the importance of them and LED lights probably be the ones that die first because they didn't have a light. We have a guy that moved in here nearby. I won't give his name, but he's walking home in the dark, and he says, I don't have a light, my battery's died. I said, do you want to borrow one of my 10 that I have on me? I mean, it's just absurd to think you're going to go live out in the country, live out in the woods, and do prepping without a battery of flashlights. Ha ha ha, pun intended. All right, so that is, and this lens I can, the headlight's adjustable, so I can crank it down and point it more at the fabric. I can angle it up. Okay, with that one, we're about halfway because of the wide angle. It's hitting more here. Okay, so, and that's not even, we're maybe a quarter blown up, a quarter of a spherical aspect of it. And this balloon's not even going to blow up to a ball. It's just a, see if I can show you. It's a heart. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to blow up your ball. I'm going to call that about halfway. All right. Completely in darkness on this side. Other than what you can see, the bluish tinge there through the fabric. And this is reflection from the kitchen. I should have turned that off. All right. I hope you're getting the picture, people. Because, and you can do the math, from California to Hawaii, or just out over the Pacific, you've got a good 3,000 miles of visual as far as the sun goes, the distance. From noon to sunset, you've got 6 hours from the West Coast, noon, let's say noon at the West Coast to sunset, that noon to 6, that's 6 hours. Either the Earth is rotating, or the sun is traveling at about 1,000 miles an hour. This is pretty simple. A globe head can't dispute that, globot, okay? You have 3,000 miles of travel from noon to 3 p.m. when the sun's 45 degree angle in the sky, and to horizontal setting, 6 hours. So that's 6,000 miles. At the point at which the sun is setting and down flat on the horizon, you have 6,000 miles of distance between you. Okay? 6,000 miles, do the math on it. Well, let's do it 1,000 because I did that before. It's easier to do 1,000 in your head, but multiply it times 6 times. So, oh gosh. As I like to say, do, period, the, period, math, okay? 6,000 miles times 6,000 miles equals times your magic 6.6 or 666 equals, okay, that gives you your distance in feet. Now we're going to divide by 5,280 to give us our distance in miles. 4,000 miles of curvature. Okay, and that's just about right. It's ballpark 4,000 miles of curvature, which means a 2,000 mile peak in the middle. You cannot look across 2,000 miles of peak and have the sun travel through the water, over the land, magically curve for a space of 6,000 miles and have it touch your feet at the ocean. Ooh, camera, lights, camera, action. Yeah, the camera light's on. Don't know why. Yeah, well, it'll just be fighting. I'm not going to mess with it right now. So you can see the point, I hope, because that light, even with this light on, you can still see it, but it's barely reaching. And just to make this quick, I went and got the other one from the other day that everybody whined and bitched and pissed and moaned about. Other than seeing the light through it, I mean, you can't see squat. And this, like I said, is not spherical. This is only like half a sphere, a hemisphere. But that's what it would look like. 6,000 miles of travel between noon and sunset, and you have darkness. You'd be in darkness, complete darkness. If this stupid thing would shut off. I don't know how to shut it off. I don't know why it turned on, but oh well. Okay, so that's the truth of the matter. And let me point out to everybody watching this, everybody listening, these globetards, globots, trolls, the only thing they can do is insult and bring up things that have no relation to the truth of the matter. Okay? Let me do another calc for you. Similar situation. West Coast, Hawaii, don't care. Okay? It's verified on Beyond Horizon website, and these people are globalists themselves. They don't believe in or address or care to talk about flat Earth. They're just into photography, okay? They have verified that you can see mountain peaks at 273 miles away. Oh, clear the whole thing. Damn. Okay, there you go. 273 times 273 equals, okay, that gives you your, that's squared, okay, times miles, 8 inches per mile, divided by 12 to get your answer in feet, but times 666. So you do the 8 times 8 inches divided by 12 is 666. Okay. 49,000. Divide that by 5,280. Get your answer in miles. 9.4 miles of curvature. With a peak of in the middle, not times, divide by 4.7 miles. A 4.7 mile mountain of solid earth in between you and that peak. Now, here's my point. You're on the West Coast. You're out on a peninsula. You're out on an island or whatever. A ship sailing to the west into the sunlight. And oh, I forgot that one. That was 0.4. Strike 4. You're out of there. Globe is out of there. Read that one. It's on this one of these videos. But anyway, I forgot to talk about the setting sun. But you're on that jetty, 273 miles. You can see the ship is going into the sunset. Okay? In 10 miles, you people say it disappears. In 10 miles, it disappears over the horizon, over the curvature. While you, on that island or that peninsula, can see all the way to the south 273 miles. You can see to the north 273 miles. 273 times 2 equals 546. Okay? That's with your unaided eye. Now, you can prove it with a video camera and maps and Google Earth. You can prove how far you can see, but you can see 546 miles visually with your unaided eye. 546 miles times 546 gives you the square, times 0.666 to give you your magic curvature formula, equals, divided by 5,280 to give your answer in miles, 37 miles of curvature. Half of that is about 18. Okay? Well, just do it. You can see. 18.8, almost 19 miles of curvature, height, peak, in between you and to the south and to the north. There should be an 18-mile high peak in the middle. You can put a laser on it. You can put a level on it. You can use a 4-foot spirit level, whatever you want to do. A camera. There are cameras that have levels, which, another point for the Flatard community. Hello. People buy those cameras with levels on them. The bipod is level. The tripod is level. The camera is level. They have absolute digital levels on them, and they can span that out and take a line. They can draw a line with it and over the horizon. And over 546 miles of visible supposed curvature with a peak of 18.8 miles and a curvature drop of 37 miles, you have absolutely zero curvature. Okay? That was strike 3. You're out. The globe's out of there. The globe's out of there! You can read my thing, but I could go over it right now, but I'm not going to. I don't think. Because it's on my phone or on the tablet. And I'll pull it up and read it. Maybe some other time I'll do another video. But that's the fact of it right there. Okay? You can visually see with your naked eye 546 miles. There's zero curvature. There should be 37 miles, and there should be almost a 19-mile peak in the middle. Hello. Wake up, people. Globe is dead. Science killed him. This is real math, real science for real people that are honest with. They want to know the truth. And if you do, the truth will set you free. Oh, where did I hear that from? You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay? Yep. Do the math. Real simple. I've done it for you. Redo it. Calculate it 1,000 times. And guess what? If you run your experiment 1,000 times like Michelson and Morley did, you're still going to come out with zero velocity of the Earth in space. Zero velocity. They proved 200 times. I think they ran the experiment 200 times. They proved, and Michelson Morley, they ran it over and over and over again, hoping that they were wrong, thinking they were wrong, believing they were wrong, refusing to accept the facts of the results. And Sagnac did a similar experiment to prove that there is ether, that it does exist. That's why Einstein is so worshipped, because Einstein is the savior of science and the savior of atheistic mathematics, Luciferian sun worship mathematics, mythomatician. Einstein was a mythomatician, as Tesla called him. He did not deal with reality. He did not deal with what we live in and the world that we live in. He dealt with fantasy and lies and subterfuge and chicanery, smoke and mirrors, to say there is no ether. Everything's relative. We don't know if the Earth's moving or if the sun is moving. We don't know if the universe is going around the Earth or the sun or the Earth is going through the universe. Yes, we do. Very clearly, very plainly, all science has verified it, and you people that don't believe it are the losers. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, and guess what? Strike 4. The sunlight experiment here was strike 4, and I forgot to put that on my thing. But oh well, life is hard. There you go. This is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant.